Well, the 2020 mission is exactly that. It is a mission. By the year 2020, there will be short films being produced every day of the week in every major city up and down the UK, covering the great work of small charities, voluntary community organisations. And the idea being that people can go online, they can look in their postcode, their city, and find out exactly what's going on, volunteer opportunities, charitable work, and start getting everybody engaged with the great work that's happening in their community. The problem that it solves is there is a void, there is like a massive void online at the moment of content. I've been working in the digital space for 8 to 9 years now, and I can tell you the one problem that we all face is generating great content, and an area that has suffered from this significantly and understandably so is the small charities and community organisations, who often simply don't have the budget or the time to get this kind of video content produced. And yet we all know that it's video and real people solving real social problems that inspire people to get involved. We believe that's the only way to do it. So we plan to fill that void and to make sure that in every city, in every town, great causes and great charities are getting video coverage, not just one-off events, but once every couple of months, once a quarter, see the work they're doing, being able to demonstrate to their supporters where the money's going and the benefits that they're creating. Well, it is unique. I mean, it's unique in a number of ways. Whilst there's nothing new about making short films to promote charities and community organisations, what's unique about this is we're creating a marketing tool for these guys effectively, something to publicise and promote themselves at zero cost to them. So every single video that gets produced, it will never cost the charity or the community organisation a single penny, and yet they're then free to use it on their website, on their Facebook, wherever they want. So it's great from that perspective. So which leads me on to the second point really as well. If it's free, how on earth is it funded? And it's funded by local business. Well, big business, small business, doesn't really matter. Each video project will be funded by local business, and not just funded but crowdfunded. So we've deliberately set the whole thing up so that it's affordable even for the very smallest, even one-man band business. And the idea being that just £20 a month across 20 businesses will be enough for us to put a 12-month package together of probably 4 videos, one per quarter for each organisation. Well, the benefits are essentially, first of all, it's extremely affordable. Secondly, it's simply, in our mind, a diversion of just £20 of what you'd ordinarily spend per month on your marketing or advertising, and just diverting it slightly. It's still effectively, a form of advertising and marketing, but it's now tying in, I don't want to use the word corporate social responsibility because everybody, CSR, they think of the big companies, that's the big boys, but what's become apparent now is doing good in the community and doing good as a company ultimately means that you'll do better as an organisation. So the benefits for each company that sponsors these videos is, first of all, there's a great feel-good factor, but also they will be credited within the video, they will be publicised on our website. Wherever the video is shown, they will see that that particular organisation played a part in making that video happen, and because that video has now become such a great marketing tool, that charity in turn will be turning more people into volunteers and more people into donors, hopefully. So there's a whole bunch of benefits to the business, and we just think the business community will play a massive role in revitalising this country, not just economically but also from a social standpoint as well. So corporate social responsibility is not for the big boys anymore, it's for absolutely everybody. Well, the pilot's going to be in Southampton. We're rolling it out sort of mid-September. We'll just have a very simple website initially just to get the concept across. It's really important to us to get out there and speak to charities, speak to businesses, large and small, gauge the response, talk about different ways we can structure this. But the response so far has been absolutely phenomenal. I mean, everybody who we've spoken to has completely got it. They realise that this is a potential sort of game changer. It's kind of like social marketing for the businesses, if you like. But for the charities, it's a bit of a no-brainer. You know, they're going to get great coverage, great video, for absolutely zero cost to them. So it's kind of like all good business ideas, really. I guess it's a kind of win-win for everybody. So the pilot's running in Southampton, and obviously dependent on the success of that and how well that goes and how quickly we expand within that particular area, then of course we'll be looking to go nationally. But you know, it's very important that we get it right first of all, and there's nothing worse than a website that, you know, covers every city and county of the country but there's absolutely nothing on it. So that's why there's a pilot. Yeah, well, the big society, I mean, hey, you know, the government are coming for a bit of flack about the big society lacks definition. What on earth does it mean? Yeah, it wasn't their idea in the first place. And all this kind of hot air and political rhetoric and just people wasting a whole deal of time talking about it. The fact of the matter is what it is we've got some real social challenges in this country right now. We've sure as heck have got some economic challenges. And if the good people of this country, be it individuals, businesses, want to make change, then they've got to get off their own arse and make that change themselves. And do you know what? There's plenty of evidence that it's starting to happen, and there's plenty of evidence that digital technology and social media is playing a big role in that as well. So we're extremely excited about it. Call it the big society, call it whatever you like, I don't really mind. What it is about social change and improvement of people's lives. Our higher purpose, well, yeah, I mean, without a doubt it does, you know, because we've talked a lot about video production and, you know, online media and people being able to, you know, absorb new fresh content. But the bottom line is, going back to your original question, is people simply don't have that kind of very local information feed that they need to understand what's going on in their community right now. Once that starts to happen, then the Facebook generation, if you like, will start to engage even more than they are now, and they'll engage more in fundraising, they'll engage more in volunteering, because they can see the opportunities that are convenient and local to them, and they will want to make a difference in the area that they live. So ultimately the higher purpose is just to make everybody a lot more socially aware. And I'm a big believer actually that status, or Facebook status, or, you know, status in terms of success in life, by the time the year 2020 comes, it won't be measured by what car you're driving or what mobile phone you've got in your pocket. It's going to be measured by your contribution and how much you as an individual or a business contributes to society.